Hi, welcome to my workshop. This is about needle felting and finding ways to let your personality come through with this art form. This is a little seascape. I like to call them seascape postcards. And you can see a little sailboat that's floating through the water. The way I did this was I took a basic piece of felt and I kind of drew a line about a third of the way up for the sky and about a third of the way down for the water or the shoreline. And then I just started filling it in with felt, with wool to felt. So the way you do that is you take some wool, hold it about 5 inches apart. That's important because if you hold it closer, you won't be able to pull it off. So you hold it about 5-6 inches apart, pull it out gently, and then you lay a little bit down at a time. You can blend these colors by laying one on top of the other, like a dark blue and a light blue on top of one another to get a color that you like. Then you take your felting needle, and the felting needles are very sharp. They have about 1 inch in which you have the sharp point, which is what actually will felt for you. This felting needle pushes the wool down. Wherever it pushes it down, it makes it stay because this is a very special type of needle. So I go all over it. I don't worry about the edges because I can cut those off later. I have different kinds of blue because the sea is not one shade of blue, the sky is not one shade of blue either. And in the sky, I've decided to make a little pink. This could mean it's like morning or sunset. I'm putting it along the horizon line and up from the horizon line. And I can also add a little bit of yellow on top of the pink. This would give it a little bit of a maybe afternoon look, or you could just use some orange. I needle felt that down. And you can see that my actual line in the middle is a little bit dark. And this helps it look like a horizon line. I want to put a red sailboat. So I'm going to use some wool that you can cut into a shape. And to do that, I just basically used some white wool. I cut it into a shape that looks like a sail. Place it somewhere onto my felt painting, and then needle it down. You could put more than one. You could actually turn this into a large bird that was flying over the ocean. It's up to you, whatever you like to do. I might have a second little sailboat and make it smaller. It'll be up to you however you want to place them. Then I would finish it off by making the boat have a little bit of a actual boat part and needle that down. You'll be working a lot more carefully and you'll have plenty of time. I also wanted to show you how you could make a very simple flower, and that is by taking lots of greens and textures that look like moss and different kinds of fern textured green wool, needling it down, and then adding a flat piece that you've just taken and folded over with your hands. Needle it in the center, and then add maybe a center color to it by needling it down. As soon as you start to needle it in the center, it'll puff up on the edges and help make a really whimsical flower. Okay, I think we can get started.